Khan Academy, multiply fractions, and we're working on the subtopic area of rectangles with fraction side lengths. Find the area of the rectangle. So big key factor here, we have to remember that area is the length times the width. So in this problem, we are simply doing 5/9 times 7/8. So to solve that, we're going to do 5 times 7. Oop, that 8 got a little bit yucky. 5 times 7 is 35, and then 9 times 8 is 72. So 35 over 72 is my area. Sammy has a rectangular doormat on her porch. The mat is 4/5 meters long by 1/2 meter wide. What is the area of the doormat? So we're multiplying 4/5 times 1/2. 4/5 times 1/2. 4 times 1 is 4, and 5 times 2 is 10. So 4/10 is my final answer. Okay, and then in this case, they want us to simplify. So when I look at my answer here, 4/10, I can simplify that down because 4 divided by 2 would be 2, 10 divided by 2 would be 5. So they want us to simplify that down into 2/5. Find the area of the square. So in this one, sometimes fifth graders might look at this and say, well, they only gave us one measurement. This is where we need to remember that a square is the same on all four sides. So we're simply doing 3.5 times 3.5. And then to do 3.5 times 3.5, I'm going to need to make these into improper fractions. So 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 more is 7 halves. And since it's a square, I know I'm doing 7 halves times 7 halves. So 7 times 7 is 49. And 2 times 2 is 4. So 49 over 4. And we'll see if they want us to simplify that. Okay, they're letting us keep it that way. A 1 unit by 3 unit rectangle is shown below. What is the area of the shaded rectangle? So what we have to look at here is our length is 3 times, and then our width is 1, but we only want the shaded part. Well, the whole thing is not shaded, just half of it is. So 3 times 1/2. So 3 times 1/2, 3 times 1 is 3. And then halves stays the same, so 3 over 2. And I can try to write 3 over 2. If we needed to simplify, we could have simplified to 1.5. Find the area of the rectangle. Again, area is length times width. So 1/3 times 5/6. 1 times 5 is 5. And 3 times 6 is 18. So 5/18 is going to be our final answer. A rectangular bulletin board is 1 1/5 meters wide and 2 meters long. What is the area of the bulletin board? So 1 1/5 times 2. I'm going to make my 1 1/5 into an improper fraction. So 5 times 1 is 5 plus that other one. So 6/5 times 2. And then when I multiply that out, 6 times 2 is 12. And I would keep my fifths. And then I can simplify that. 5 fits into 12 2 times, and 2 would be left over out of the 5. So 2 2/5. Find the area of the square. Again, remembering that a square is the same on all four sides. So 3/4 times 3/4 because area is the length times the width of the square or rectangle. 3 times 3 is 9, and 4 times 4 is 16. So our area is 9/16.